side, big secret Illinois. Only nigga on my block, like railroad. I keep running through these sacks like the water boy. I'm the nigga talk in the rolls when I'm in Louis Vuitton. It's fuck me, I asked if it's my birthday. In the club with all my niggas from the horseman. Sleeves on the top and the stairway. Yeah, I do my top, man. With these rappers, they all get
Yes, sir. BlueBucksclan with the intro. How you guys doing? We are here for another great episode of RSL, RK Sports Line, you know what I'm saying? I am rocking the Patriot jersey because my team did win this weekend, you know what I'm saying? And I will bring you those stats line later on today. But I want to start with today is October 17th, 2022. I want to wish also too, I hope you guys had a good weekend too. I hope you guys, were able to live it up, do what you guys wanted to do. And now I hope you're ready to start this new week, start it great, and finish it strong, especially with this one too as well. Before I even get into the episode too as well, I want to mention, please tap in with your family, friends, and family members, please. Tap in with them because mental health is serious and I want to spread that awareness out to everybody because that is no joke. I really take that shit serious and I wouldn't want to see a friend or a family member take their life, especially around these holidays. So please do tap in and spread that awareness. I appreciate you guys. But let's get right into some sports that happened over this weekend. I am going to start with some Kings that happened on Saturday. Kings ended up winning 7-6. You know what I'm saying? In the first period, we had Adrian, Gabriel, and Drew, a defender, and Alex all score. That was very huge. We were leading in the first period, 4-2. Got into the second period. Kevin and Roy also scored, which was huge. And by the end of the second period, it was 6-4. But the game really got interesting going into that third period. They ended up tying it. I don't know what happened to our defense, and honestly, it just kind of just disappeared. But in that third period for the win, we do have Adrian at that 8:03 mark with that go-ahead score, which is huge, very huge. And I'm glad we finally got a dub underneath our belt. We're finally 1-2. Yes, we are 1-2. I know it's not major, but at least we got a win. And we do have a game tonight versus Detroit Red Wings in Detroit at 4 o'clock. So hopefully we could go 500 and actually, be a contender like we should be in the West, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully we could do what we got to do and handle, be strong, be competitive, and not give up a high-scoring game. The 7-6 scores, not really high. I'm not really used to seeing hockey scores getting this high. It's very, very, very interesting. And let's get into some NBA preseason that did happen Friday. It was the last day of all preseason games. We had the Nets and the Timberwolves. The Nets did win 112-102. The Nets shot 42% from the field. The Timberwolves shot 43% from the field. For the Nets, we had Durant, 31 minutes, 20 points, 7 for 17 from the field, 3 for 5 from downtown, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Not bad numbers from KD, you know what I'm saying? You also had Kyrie, 30 minutes, 26 points, 8 for 17 from the field, 4 for 8 from downtown, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Some nice 3-point shooting from Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? 4 for 8 from downtown, pretty legit. And then for the Timberwolves, you had D'Angelo Russell with 27 minutes, 17 points, 7 for 13 from the field, 2 for 5 from downtown, 6 assists. And you also had Gobert with the nice stat line of 30 minutes, 16 points, 6 for 6 from the field, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. That's pretty legit for Gobert. Gobert's going to be a nice addition down there in Minnesota. Best believe they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. But one of the main concerns going into this opening day, because we do have regular season coming tomorrow. We are 1 day away, ladies and gentlemen. 1 day away. For the Nets, the only main concern right now is no Seth Curry and no Joe Harris for that opening night. No one really knows if they're going to be able to play for that week 2, but they should be back soon. So hopefully, they are back, but that is going to be a big loss for them because there goes most of their shooting. So how they're going to get that production out of the team is going to be very interesting. Hopefully Patty Mills can step up for them, but we'll see. We also had Toronto versus Boston. The Raptors did win in overtime, 137-134. The Raptors shot 45%. Boston shot 44%. You had Anobi for the Raptors. He had 29 minutes, 32 points, 13 for 21 from the field, 4 for 5 from downtown, and 6 rebounds. You also have Barnes in 31 minutes, 25 points, 10 for 20 from the field, 2 for 6 from downtown, 4 rebounds and 4 assists. I don't know how, and I don't know where these Raptors get these players from, bro, but they somehow just stay relevant. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure it's probably because of that, the DeRozan and Kawhi trade. They probably got draft picks from there. But I mean, honestly, I don't know how they're able to stay relevant without any big names. Like, they don't have no big names at all. At all. And then for Boston stat line, you had White, 26 minutes, 23 points, 6 for 8 from the field, 5 for 6 from downtown, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. You also had Jaylen Brown at 33 minutes, 23 points, 9 for 15 from the field, 3 for 8 from downtown, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. My only thing about Boston right now is I don't know why would you make the signing or the trade, for Brogdon and then have him coming off your bench. In my opinion, I think you guys should start Brogdon. I feel like he would be better for that first role, because that first team too, especially if you're going to have Marcus Smart out there, because I wouldn't want Marcus Smart to be controlling the ball. I'd rather have Brogdon do it. But I'm pretty sure Boston's going to end up making that switch later on in the year. I'll give them about a month or two once they figure it out that, yeah, they're probably going to need Brogdon out there. But when it'll happen, who knows? That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you guys think if they should start Brogdon, because I really think they should start Brogdon. Also, we do have the Nuggets and the Warriors. Nuggets beat the Warriors 119-112. Joker, stat line here, had 22 minutes, 17 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 1 for 2 from downtown, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Typical MVP numbers from the MVP, you know what I'm saying? That man's legit. He's a Tubble Lard, I'll tell you this much, but that man is a legit player, bro. That nigga is a walking double, for sure. You also have Porter Jr., 22 minutes, 17 points, 7-11 from the field, 3 for 7 from downtown, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Hopefully that man can stay healthy. Hopefully his back doesn't give him too many issues this year. And, he's actually able to play a full season, because him getting injured last year with Jamal Murray really hurt that team. But, I mean, Joker was not fazed by it at all. But if Murray and Porter can stay healthy this year, bro, that team is going to be legit. For sure, they're going to be a top 3 team in the West. For sure. And then you also have Bones to close off the Nuggets here. 17 minutes, 18 points, 5 for 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from downtown, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. The team in total shot 50% from the field, which is a good shooting performance from Denver. But, there's nothing less to expect there, because that team has shooters and they have people that are willing to, make sacrifices and give up that open shot. Because, I mean, look at the Joker, man. He only had 5 assists, but if he played with full game, dude, he would have had at least a double-double for sure. And then for the Warriors, Thompson had 16 minutes, 17 points in those 16 minutes. 6 for 10 from the field, 5 for 8 from downtown, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. You also have Kuminga, 30 minutes, 17 points, 6 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from downtown, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. That's some nice numbers right there from Kuminga. Kuminga hopefully could take this jump this year, especially with Otto Porter not being there and Gary Payton II not being there. So hopefully he could take up those minutes and help out Jordan Poole and, be those, I guess, the second best backups, like guards, I guess you could say, on that team. Because, I mean, Curry and Thompson, you're not going to beat them. So, I mean, having those two being the second, that should be pretty legit, man. Pretty legit. And you also had Wiseman, too, right here. 17 minutes, 15 points, 7 for 9 from the field, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Wiseman just needs to just got to ease himself back into, It's looking good right now in these 17 minutes. You get 15 points. Looking legit, but gotta work your way back into it. I'm glad that Golden State's not rushing them and not throwing them out there to, a bunch of sharks out in the ocean. You feel me? They're letting them work his way back into it. And the Warriors are gonna be relevant. I had to say it, but they're gonna be relevant. Maybe not if they end up turning Draymond in the middle of the year, because, a lot of contracts went down, which I'm gonna get to after this last stat line here. But it's gonna be interesting on what Golden State has in mind and what they plan to do with this whole, contract situation. And to end off the NBA that happened Friday, gonna end off with a sad note. The Kings did beat the Lakers 133-86. I wouldn't say really beat them. They fucking mollywopped us. They took us out to eat. Bill Cosby us, and yeah, it wasn't a good night. It wasn't a good night at all. Yeah. And ain't too proud right now as a Laker fan to kind of read off the stat line, but I got a job to do and I'm here to do it. I'm not gonna run from it. I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna take it on the chin. King shot 48% from the field. De'Aaron Fox, 24 minutes, 21 points, 8 for 14 from the field, 2 for 5 from downtown, 1 rebound and 4 assists. You also have Malik Monk, goddamn traitor. I mean, I don't blame him. I know why he left. He wants more money, but man, I love Malik Monk. Malik Monk on the Lakers. Oh man, he just had that sense of urgency, man. Oh, the way he would just, tomahawk. I miss that man. I'm gonna miss him. But Malik Monk, 21 minutes, 13 points, 4 for 10 from the field, 2 for 7 from downtown, 1 rebound, 3 assists. For the Lakers, we shot 35% from the field. Puro basura. Puro basura. Puro basura. LeBron, 18 minutes, 10 points, 4 for 13 from the field, 0 for 4 for downtown, 5 rebounds. Like, my boy was just out there just chug up bricks. He was trying to build an indoor gym or another facility for his college back in Cleveland, but he wanted to build it here in LA, so I was just chugging up bricks. You also have Austin Reeves, a bright spot of the whole entire thing. 24 minutes, 10 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 1 for 1 from downtown, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. I mean, we didn't have Anthony Davis play that game too, but he is going to play game 1 on Tuesday versus Golden State, so there's no concern there. But I mean, just the fact that, we got blown out this much by Sacramento, it worries me. It worries me about our bench. It just worries me. And that game, Darvin Ham was, going to put the idea of having Russ coming off the bench. Russ did come off the bench only for 5 minutes, but that's only because he ended up leaving with a hamstring injury. So now that is also going to be concerning too, because I mean, they already have chemistry as a team in general, but you also want to, have that little chemistry that you can have with that second unit. And now that, he's going to be dealing with that hamstring injury, say if this does affect him through the season, he doesn't really already have a high trade value, but does it drive it down anymore? Does it mean that, he's not even worth anything anymore? Like, because our team's even going to consider trying to trade for him? Like, I want to hear you guys' opinions on that. Does his hamstring really going to play a factor in a big role in this? To be honest, I hope it really doesn't. Regardless, I don't think we should move him right now, let alone be talking about it. But there have been rumors coming out that we are listening to trades now. We are listening to teams if they want to, talk about Russell Westbrook. We are willing to talk about Russell Westbrook and move him. It's just, honestly, right now, I feel like we're in no position right now. I feel like we need to give Darvin Ham a chance to at least run with this squad. If we get around All-Star break and we are still struggling and Russell Westbrook hasn't shown improvements, then okay, blow it up, fuck it, ship him out, do what you gotta do. But I feel like it's still too early, even though what happened last year, it's still too early to put this pressure on Darvin Ham and, to pretty much give the okay that, yeah, all right, Westbrook needs to be gone. Like, I just feel like it's too early. With other NBA news, Poole and Wiggins over the weekend did get contract extensions. Poole got a 4-year extension, and Wiggins got a 5-year extension. Now, with that happening and stuff, Draymond Green does have the option to opt in or opt out. He said already that he doesn't like talking about contracts during season. He would rather wait till the off season to handle all of this if he's going to return or not. He hasn't fully committed saying that he's going to return, but he wouldn't mind returning. But I mean, with this whole situation that goes down with the whole punch of Jordan Poole and stuff, it's kind of complicated, and it's going to be a little tough for that man to, I guess, make amends, especially if Jordan Poole hasn't forgave him for everything. So it's going to be kind of tough, and then especially too, if this goes on and then it trickles down into the season and it does affect them, and say if they do have an early exit in the playoffs or even miss the playoffs, which would be kind of hard for them to miss the playoffs, but if that does happen, I don't think they would bring back Draymond Green at all for all that to happen. I really don't. It would be really tough, because a lot of people would honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, start pointing the finger at that situation and say that if this whole entire situation would have never happened in the first place, the whole team chemistry would have never been messed up. Everybody would have been chilling. But we'll see from there. We'll see how that goes. See if it really affects the team. In my opinion, I think it is. I want you guys to comment down below if you guys think it is or not. Also, too, Chris Middleton is not ready to play Game 1 for the Bucks. He did have wrist surgery over the offseason, so that is going to be huge. And then Connington as well is going to be out for 3 weeks from Milwaukee. So they're going to be, without their main one of their main starters and then one of the main bench players right there. So that's going to be tough. But I think Milwaukee, I think they have the depth and the team, just to be, next man up and, just continue on what they were doing before, because there's no stopping Giannis right now. No one's been finding a way to stop that man without, committing your whole entire team to stop that one player. Because, as long as you surround that man with shooting, there's no stopping Giannis at all, point blank. And then also, too, I do want to send prayers out to Mutombo, the Hall of Famer. He does have a brain tumor right now. Don't know the severity of it. Hopefully it's nothing too severe. But I do want to give my prayers out to Mutombo, and I hope you guys can do too, because, Mutombo was a great player, Mr. No, not today. You know what I'm saying? He is a big, and if you love basketball, you know who he is. And that man was a freaking legend. And he was a walking, blocking machine. So I do want to give my prayers and my condolences out to Mutombo, and hopefully everything is better for him, and hopefully it's something that they could take out now before it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into some baseball here now. Gonna transition here. Gonna start with some Friday night games that did happen. We had the Phillies and the Braves. Phillies ended up mollywhopping the defending champs. They ended up taking the series 2-1 after Friday night. We also did have the Yankees and the Guardians. The Guardians beat the Yankees in 10 innings, 4-2, which is pretty huge. And that ended up tying the series 1-1, you know what I'm saying? And we also did have the Dodgers and the Padres that day. Dodgers ended up losing 1-2. Gosselin and Heine were the ones that gave up the runs. And that game, honestly, it really showed that the Dodgers just kept trying to hit home runs and were not trying to get the ball in play, which really, really killed us, man. I get it. We have sluggers. We have people. We have Mookie. We have Freddie. We have Trey. I get it. We have people that are willing, to hit putazos and shit. But, bro, when we're up there and we see gaps, we have to be able to put the ball in play. Having more runners on puts the pressure on the pitchers, for the pitchers, to throw something that's going to catch them slipping, and for us to bring it in. And it just was not happening. It just wasn't happening at all, which is pretty frustrating. And then our defense, too. Our defense can only do so much, but honestly, I really felt that Max Muncy and Trey Turner were honestly our biggest weaknesses on our defensive side this year and in the postseason. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys feel. Comment down below. I feel like that was one of the main reasons. We also had games on Saturday too as well. But I do feel like we're halfway through the show. And before I give you those stat lines that happened Saturday and a baseball game that did happen Sunday and get into some football, I am going to start here with my boy D. Romeo. Another hit right here. Go check him out on YouTube. Everything. Apple Music, SoundCloud. Do it all. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Got some YouTube for you, baby.
hard to do, man. We'll get that money. You understand me? We don't have these streets. I got too much to live for, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. D Romeo right there. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Another banger. Go check him out. Best believe. Telling you, he has some hits. I know music, and I know you vibing with it a little bit. I know you was vibing with it, so stop lying with me, man. Go check him out. SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify. Run it up. I'm telling you. Go tap in, man. Go tap in. But let's get back to business right here in RSL, you know what I'm saying? Give you some of the stats line that also did happen in the baseball world Saturday night, which was a very tough night. Honestly, I know I did tell you guys, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm gonna tell you, bro, when this day happened, my weekend was shot. Honestly, I was depressed. Couldn't even drink. I was too pressed. I just wanted to lay down in bed and just ask why. Why do we get 111 wins and not do anything with it? Why? Like the goddamn 73 win Warriors? Like, why? We ain't even fun go to. Whatever. All right, let me get to it. Phillies and the Braves. No more repeating champs. The Phillies sent home the Braves. They won 8-3. Won the series 3-1. You know what I'm saying? We also did have the Astros sending home the Mariners, which is very depressing. I wish the Astros would have been sent home with us. That would have been great. So I mean, forever forget them. But it is what it is. That game ended up going on for 6 hours. It did not finish until the 18th inning. But Houston, like I said, did sweep. But I mean, for that game to go on for 6 hours, bro, it was a pitching battle, and it was like, you know, just guys just not being able to get on. Like, I guess it took them a while to get on, like, some hits in and, you know, get things going. It took them late, but man, that pitching game going back and forth. Great defense, great pitching. If you love baseball, that was a game to watch. That was most definitely the game to watch. And we also do have the Guardians and the Yankees. The Guardians walk off with a single up the middle by Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. SpongeBob SquarePants himself did it again. Cleveland ended up leading that series 2-1 after that night. And then we also did have the Padres sending home our boys in blue. Honestly, where to start? Realistically, if you're a Dodger fan, you start with the managing. No cap, going into that game, Anderson got taken out at the 5th. I don't know why. He could have went at least another 2 innings, and we probably could have bent the collapse in the 7th inning, most definitely, because I felt like once it got to that 7th inning, man, Dave Roberts, he was micromanaging everything. Like, trying to, you know, he ended up having homeboy go up in the pitching box, started warming up, and then he ends up throwing another pitcher in there that wasn't even warmed up yet, and then he throws another pitcher in there, and it's just like, my boy, stay with one guy and stay consistent. I understand, you know, it's getting tight in the game. Yeah, okay, you don't feel like Anderson is gonna be able to finish, and you're also trying to preserve him too, but bro, you know who you're playing right now? You know that we're down right now? Like, my boy, like, I understand you took us to 111 wins, but some of those wins we did by playing. Not you fucking being out there and managing like the way that you goddamn managing. And this is what cost us, bro. Like, Dave Roberts, I am sorry, but you cost this series just trying to do too much. Honestly, and our defense too, we did have too many errors. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why we switched out Bellinger for Chris Taylor. Maybe for batting reasons, but I felt like Belly was doing good defensively. The people that we probably should have switched out or made a rotation is Trey Turner and Max Muncy, because, dude, they were getting eaten up alive over there. Every time a ball would get hit, it would get by them. And it would always put our player in left field in a struggle, and it was terrible. It was just terrible. And then you have Manny Machado on the other side fucking catching everything that we hit towards him. It's like, how do we not? Okay, they're doing this over here. You know what? We got to make a substitution. I understand it's the first round, but dude, Now, there's going to be a bunch of talk over this offseason. There's going to be a bunch of talks. We do have free agents. Anderson's a free agent. Does he want to return? Who knows? Hopefully he does. But with this, him being taken out at the 5th inning, I might not want to return. Trey Turner, I felt like he was already checked out. Honestly, in my opinion, because he let too many things slide defensively. He really did, in my opinion. You know, I thought he was checked out. I really thought he was checked out. And like, we also have other free agents. We got to figure out things, what to do, who to pay, how to make moves. It's gonna be a crazy offseason, but it shouldn't have ended the way that it ended, man. It shouldn't have ended the way that it ended, especially in San Diego, bro. It's just even more disrespectful, more disappointing. But I mean, let me guys know. Let me know down in the comments, man. I'm getting a little heated right now, a little frustrated about this whole situation. Because I mean, the Dodgers really did not perform like their record shows, bro. Like, I felt like really we were relying too much on that first four batters that we had, let alone 3. We were relying too much on Mookie, on Trey, and then on Freddie. We just were. Honestly, we just were. We gotta find a way to get deeper. Honestly, I don't even know why he took out Gallo. Gallo was hitting perfect for us, bro. Like, it makes no... I'm gonna transition. It just makes no sense. David Roberts, I know he's not on the hot seat, but motherfucker should be on the hot seat. I mean, it makes no damn sense. It really makes no damn sense what he's... Sunday, we had Yankees and the Guardians. Yankees did win 4-2 to force a Game 5, which is going to be tonight at 4. That game, low-key, was a pretty good game. Cole with the clutch performance, man. He's been taking a lot of heat going into the postseason because he wasn't playing good. And now, man, just showing up. And especially the last couple innings, he gave a solo shot to Naylor, who, I don't know if you guys know who he is. If you guys go look him up on YouTube or on Twitter, whenever he hits a home run, he does this like the Russell Westbrook, and then he says, "The pitcher is my son." And he tells him, "Hey, I sunned you. I sunned you." Maz was a savage. Even though that happened to Cole was just able to, stay alive, stay pitching. He ended up pitching, I believe it was 6 innings, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, he was able to tie that series up and force a Game 5 tonight in New York. So, I mean, is Aaron Judge going to step up? Carlos Stanton, are they going to step up? Is this team going to step up? Or are they going to be sent home by a Cleveland team that probably isn't really, projected to get this far? You guys let me know down below. I will bring you guys those stats tomorrow too, because that is most definitely going to be a good game tonight. I might be tapping into that game tonight. But let's get into some NFL. Yes, I am going to bring you guys some of the stats line right here that I thought were interesting. I'm going to start with the Jets and the Packers. The Jets ended up winning 27-10. You had Zach Wilson here, 10 for 18 passing, 110 passing yards. You had Bryce Hall with 20 carries, 116 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown. If you had him on fantasy, he ate for you for sure. He ate. And then you also had Corey Davis, 2 receptions for 52 yards. For the Packers here, you had Aaron Rodgers, 26 for 41, 246 passing yards, and 1 touchdown. A.J. Dillon led the way there rushing with 10 carries and 41 yards, which is kind of weird. You would think that, Aaron Jones would get more of the, rushing attempts and more of the carries there. But that defense for New York was legit yesterday. And the lead receiving for the Packers here was Robert Tonyan with 10 receptions and 90 yards. Man, but like I said, that Jets defense and the special team were the ones that controlled that game, and they were the ones that pretty much put New York in situations to, score. They continue to put pressure on Aaron Rodgers, and honestly now it's kind of like you got 2 teams in New York now that are looking pretty legit. I know a lot of people did not expect the Jets to be playing like this. But, I mean, if you look at that roster and, the way that they were stacking up talents in the past 2 drafts, hey, man, as a Patriot fan, we see them in 2 weeks. Best believe we waiting for that game. We going to see if they actually real now or they playing. Because I know we real. I know we ain't playing. And I'm going to get into all stat lines too, but Jets are legit, man. Being the Packers, they legit. Then getting into that other New York team, we had the Giants over the Ravens, 24-20. You had Daniel Jones, 19 for 27 passing, 173 passing yards, and 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley led the way rushing there, 22 carries for 83 yards and 1 touchdown. Could have had 2 touchdowns But at the end of the game, he ended up seeing and noticing what the time was, and instead of just rushing it in with the last minute of the game, he ended up falling down right on the 1 yard line. So I know that really hurt a lot of fantasy owners out there. So that really freaking sucks. And then you also had Bellinger too. He had 5 receptions for 38 yards, 1 touchdown. Not too bad there receiving, but the name of the game right there was just their running game and their defense. Really locked up Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was only 17 for 32 passing, 200 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kenyon Drake led the day rushing for that team, which is you wouldn't really expect that. You really think it would be J.K. Dobbins, but I mean, maybe he might be on my favorite Wednesday waiver wire go pickup. So you never know. You might have to tap in and see what I tell you guys. With the next coming days, who to go look up and who to go tap in. But get to other stats here. You know what I'm saying? You also had David Andrews, 7 receptions, 106 yards, 1 touchdown. Kenyon Drake's stat line too. He had 10 carries for 119 yards and 1 touchdown. But like I said, that Giants defense and the comeback in the late third and fourth quarter is what really put them over the top. I'm telling you, Brian Dable right now is the coach of the year. I don't care what anybody says. Right now, he is the coach of the year. To get this team to where they were and to have them rally back late too defensively. Kayvon Thibodeau with a late strip at the end too, on the end there with Lamar Jackson was crazy, bro. That team is legit. And you can tell by the record, man, they're 5-1. Haven't been like this since for a decade now, if I'm not mistaken. They haven't been like this for a decade, so pretty crazy. Also, another game that I thought was very, very interesting was the Steelers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, the Steelers ended up winning 20-18. You had Pickett start the game, but he ended up leaving the late third quarter. He ended up going into concussion protocol. Pickens was 11 for 18, 67 yards with 1 touchdown. And then you also had your boy Mitchell Trubisky coming in, 9 for 12 passing, 144 yards passing, and 1 touchdown. Man stepped up and did his job. Even though, he got benched for Kenny Pickett, he came in there and he stepped up and he did his job. You can't get mad at dude. Like, you really can't get mad at dude. And you gotta, salute him. If you're really a Steelers fan, you gotta salute him. Because, I mean, that is mad props right there. Mad props, He could have went in there. He could have played doo-doo. He almost gave up a fumble, too, but he ended up chasing after the ball and recovering it, too, which prevented the Buccaneers almost coming back and taking that game away. And he converted a very late third, and I think it was like 16 or 17 to Claypool, man. Trubisky, man, I know a lot of Steelers fans don't like him, but Trubisky can do his things. You just got to give him time. Give the man time. He's still trying to learn that offense. He hasn't been there forever. But, I mean, I'm not Mike Tomlin. That's not my team, so I have to really give it 2 shits. But he got Harris to 14 carries for 42 yards. And Claypool, 7 receptions, 96 yards, and 1 touchdown. You know what I'm saying? For the Buccaneers, you had Tom Brady, 25 for 40, 243 passing yards with 1 touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 21 carries for 63 yards. And then Chris Godwin led the way receiving for 6 receptions for 95 yards. But that Steelers defense showing up late, and Trubisky's leadership and the way to step in late is the reason why the Steelers won. The defense really made some good late plays there, especially Bush right there at the end. Swatted down the 2-point conversion, which would have tied the game for the Buccaneers, but it did not happen. And then the line for the Steelers just kept getting pressure on the Buccaneers and ended up flustering Tom Brady, which was huge, and that's why that win for them is huge. And hopefully the Steelers can build on that, build momentum, take it into next week, but who knows? I mean, it's up to the Steelers at this point. I'm pretty sure they might not have Kenny Pickens too next week, so Mitchell Trubisky might have to start, so it might be different, but I do not know. And I also do want to end off with the team that did score, the most points this week. And you know what I'm saying? With the New England Patriots, you know what I'm saying? With the New England Patriots, you know what I'm saying? 38-15. We get that. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue chicken. Stop playing with us, man. Give us our respect. We don't got an offensive coordinator. Okay, it don't matter. It don't matter. Give our respect, man. 38 points on their head. Cleveland. Man, stop playing with us. That with the 3rd string quarterback. Someone had to tell you. Someone had to tell you. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Look at it. Bailey's at 24 for 34 passing. 309 yards passing. And 2 tutties. Two tutties. Oh, a third string quarterback, you're a rookie. Probably playing better than your quarterback right now. You gonna hate on us. You got Ramon Stevenson, 19 carries, 76 yards rushing. Hey, 2 tutties. 2 tutties. 2 tutties, man. You know what I'm saying? And you also had Devontae Parker, 4 receptions, 64 yards. Stop playing with us. We are really there. Who needs an offensive coordinator? We got Dollar Bill. Bill Belichick's son. The GOAT. The bad, you know what I'm saying? The bad coach. Yeah, that's him. Browns, you know what he held him to? Brissett, 21 for 45. 266 yards passing, ain't too bad. Only 1 touchdown, 2 picks. 2 picks. Ate him up, you know what I'm saying? Nick Chubb, this is what really impressed me right here. Nick Chubb, held on to 12 carries for 56 yards. But nobody wants to give our defense respect. Put respect on our names. What other team held him to 56 yards rushing this year? None. But we did. Because we really them. Telling you, we gonna be there. Buffalo, we coming. New York, we coming. Put respect on our name, man. You got People Jones too, 4 receptions for 74 yards for the Browns. But at the end of the day, the Patriots defense led the way, and our offense just capitalized on opportunities that they kept giving us, baby. That's what we do. It's what winners do. That's why we got 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? We got 6 of them. You can say, oh, because of Tom Brady. Hey, man. Sometimes defense wins championships, bro. Sometimes defense wins championships, all right? All right? Looks like when we got that pick in the red zone on the 1 yard line. Shout out to Russell Wilson. And we got that pick on that 1 yard line. That's a defense. Now, what's Tom Brady? What's Tom Brady? Man, put respect on our name. Also, other news, too, to end out the day in the NFL stat line. Robbie Anderson did get traded to Arizona only because he did have a little situation that popped up during the Panthers and the Rams game yesterday. He got into an argument with his wide receiver coach, and pretty much his coach did send him back into the locker room. And I'm guessing because of that whole situation, he didn't want to get moved. The only reason, too, that he was still around there is because Matt Rule, the old head coach that just got fired 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, excuse me, he was the only one that really wanted Robbie Anderson there because he coached Robbie Anderson in college. So I'm pretty sure once Rule was out of the picture, it gave the Panthers more of a reason to move or find a way to move Robbie Anderson. And I'm pretty sure with this whole situation that happened on the sideline, it was kind of the green light. And, you know, Arizona, they do need wide receivers. They did get D-Hop back this week, though. They're getting him back from suspension, so that's huge. But they are losing Marquise Brown with, I believe, was a groin or a hamstring injury. So he might be a little, little limpy for a little bit. So them getting Robbie Anderson is going to be huge. And he's going to be able to, get on that deep, explosive, deep ball there. Just how long is he going to be able to, catch up to that offense and be inserted into the offense? That's going to be a real good question, and it's going to be, we're just going to have to find out and see. But if he can, pick it up and get inserted into that offense as soon as possible, I'm not going to lie, Robbie Anderson is going to probably be a dude you might want to pick up on your waiver wire, no cap. And we also do tonight have Broncos versus the Chargers. My opinion, I have the Broncos winning tonight by 3. It's going to be a close game, to my opinion. Hopefully, it reaches over 28 points because I do need Russell Wilson and Melvin Gordon to go off today because they are on my fantasy team. Yes, I know it's not the smartest decision. I bought into the. That's right. I bought into it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm real. I'll be honest here. I bought into it. Should I? No. Look at me. I look like a fool. Now I got Derek Carr and Russell Wilson as my quarterbacks. I don't know what to do. I can't start Carr because Carr can't throw the fucking Devontae Adams. But when he does, they fucking shoot themselves in the damn foot. Then I got Russell Wilson over here that can't even get past fucking 21 points. And knowing my luck, the Broncos are only going to score 10 points tonight. Knowing my luck, the Chargers are going to run up like a 30 burger on them. Broncos aren't going to be able to do nothing. So I mean, kind of stressing right now. Hopefully I can come back and win, but as of right now, if I don't come back and win, Julio, you're a fucking bitch when you're watching this motherfucker. I hope you know that. You're a fucking bitch. But that does conclude today's episode of RSL, you know what I'm saying? Gonna bring you guys what happens in the Yankees and the Guardians game. Honestly, I hope the Guardians knock out the Yankees because I do want to see where Aaron Judge is going to go and where that drama starts because I do think it's going to happen. I'm also going to bring you guys highlights of the Broncos and the Chargers. So hopefully, you know, I get at least 2 tutties out of Russell Wilson or at least get a rushing touchdown, something on that, man. At least some performance out of Melvin Gordon. And I'll bring you guys that too. And then we also will get a head look into some of the Tuesday games, especially the Lakers and the Warriors. Opening season, opening day. Oh man, I can't wait because let's be honest here. Football and basketball is really where all the action's at. I love baseball, but come on. It's where it's more exciting, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you guys for tapping in and watching the show. I hope you guys can like, subscribe, share, do it all. Please, you know, check into your family members too. You know, mental health awareness is very serious, and I hope you guys are able to, you know, check in with your family members. But do please like, subscribe, share, do it all. Thank you for tapping in. RSL, RK out.